welcome back to another video. How are you guys all doing? I just wanted to say it is freezing here in California. It's like 50 degrees. Last week, about a week ago, was like almost 90 degrees. Complete opposite change in climate. It is crazy. Let me know how the weather is where you are from, because it's been pretty wild to see how climate has changed around here. But anyways, today's video we are going to be talking about the new HD, this is the Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. So today I picked up the shade 1 and 10 and we are going to be reviewing this guy. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a wear test so I can give you really my thoughts once it settles into the skin. So if you're interested in my review and my thoughts, then just keep on watching. Okay, so this foundation is a solid medium. I would say medium to full coverage because it is stating it's a full medium coverage. So anything that's medium coverage is pretty solid coverage. So of course this is going to have some nice coverage if you have any problematic skin. This retails for $43 and we're going to be trying this out. I like Makeup Forever because they do have amazing pumps, but this is what the packaging looks like, by the way. And then it has a beautiful like lip engrave on top, like the packaging. Super cute. I love the whole nude cap. Definitely very aesthetically pleasing. We are going to be using half the face with a damp beauty sponge, and then the other side of the face, by the way, I'm going to be using my not Makeup Forever. This is a It Cosmetics Love It as a Foundation brush. So I wanted to see I want to see how the application is one side versus the other. I do not apply any primer or anything on my skin. I just apply moisturizer before I go in with a new foundation. So this is what it looks like. Hopefully it's not too light. This does come in 40 shades, which is insane, but I am so happy because it's for, basically there's a shade for everyone, and they do have different, they have 4 color categories, so different undertones. Whatever your undertone is, Makeup Forever basically creates it. So that's very inclusive, and I think it's pretty close to my skin tone. I would say it might be even a hair lighter, but that's fine because we do tend to deepen things up with bronzer. So this foundation, this formula specifically, has a micro skin system. It's formulated to provide high correction and smooth out the skin. It's also claiming to be undetectable and blurs and covers up to 24 hours. So that's insane because that's a pretty crazy statement when foundations and brands claim to be like some crazy long wear period of time, because 24 hours is a long time. Like, what are you doing if you're wearing makeup 24 hours? But I'm going to be building this up right here because I feel like actually not building up yet, really. I'm just adding more because I feel like I don't have enough on this side yet. So we're going to blend this out. Alrighty, so here we have already done 2 layers on this half of the face, and I like how my skin does look. It is looking like it's a pretty natural skin finish, which I like. It is medium coverage, I can say that. Of course, I could probably continue to build up, but I'm gonna leave it like that and we'll see how it looks once we apply this half. So I'm gonna go in now with my little foundation brush. I'm just gonna distribute it everywhere and blend. The scent, by the way, has a very nice, almost like trying to be perfume scent. It's not too strong, but you definitely notice it. So we'll see how I feel about the scent. Maybe, hopefully it does not linger. Maybe it will, we'll see. So I just wanted to point out that I am recording at 7 p.m. So hopefully I can wear this for maybe just at least 3 hours so that I can just see how it settles on the skin. So here we are with one layer. Let's do two. It's much quicker with my foundation brush. And I'm liking the finish a little bit better with the brush, which is weird because usually I like the moisture and extra kind of glow that the Beauty Blender gives me. Okay, so I take that back. I was just saying that I like the brush side. I take that back. I feel like, you let me know if you notice a difference. Sorry, I am crossing over here on the nose right here. But let me know if you see a difference between the two sides. But I feel like the brush side looks pretty similar to the Beauty Blender side. I think it's due to the foundation being such a natural finish looking foundation, because usually I can tell a big difference between the application method of a beauty sponge and a brush. Like usually the beauty sponge looked a little bit nicer in my opinion because the added moisture that the beauty sponge holds. But right now I feel like I don't even mind. I mean, I wouldn't prefer one method over the other. So this is what the skin looks like. Let me go ahead and apply some color corrector so I can do my concealer. And we're going to finish off the face really quick and I'll give you my thoughts. By the way, I'm using the Pixie Peach, Brightening Peach color corrector. You can pick this up at Target. It's life-changing and it's very affordable. It's about 15 bucks. And if you have not checked it out, I will link that video down below. But a lot of you have been struggling with dark circles, I can tell, because that video actually has quite a bit of views. So I'm gonna link it down below for you. But this is amazing. If you have to try one thing out of this video, try this out. But you should still try out this foundation if you've been eyeing it, just saying. But moving on, we're going to be using the Rare Beauty concealer. Shocker, because I always use my e.l.f. hydrating camo concealer. It's just my go-to, and because it's so good, why try anything else kind of thing for me. So yeah, and this shade is a little bit too yellow for me, but it's going to work once we blend it out. Definitely more of my summer shade. Didn't realize that. But this concealer is really, really nice. It's just obviously not as affordable as my e.l.f. one, but I still like the finish. I find it being very nice and hydrating underneath the eye. I'm going to be using some of my translucent Beauty Bakery setting powder, but I'm only going to be applying this onto my eyelids and under eye, because I don't want to set anything else in place. I really want to see how this foundation looks without setting it or messing with the finish. For bronzer, I'm going to, no surprise, use the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt bronzer. No surprise here. I've been using this pretty non-stop since I got it, but just my go-to. Okay, and then for blush, I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Putty blush in the shade, I'll let you know down below, because e.l.f. sucks at applying their shade names on the bottom. I'm going to be using my Rare Beauty Optimistic, I don't know, I'll link it down below. I'll put everything down below. But this is a good brush for foundation, but also cream blush, because it has a little arrow point. So really good for cream blush for the tip tops of the cheeks. Okay, so for lips, I'm going to be using the Carli Bybel X El Makiage lip liner. I'm going to be using the shade Luna, I believe. Yeah, Luna. This is the one I always like to use. It's such a good shade, such a good nude brown. It's honestly so quick and so creamy. And then I'm gonna just blend it in. And then for my lips, the inner shade, I'm going to be using the Jaclyn Cosmetics shade truth. So let's give it a go. I'm going for that like ombre look, so going to just shade a little bit where it went over more than I wanted to. Darken down the shades a little bit on the sides, do a little bit of shading. Okay, so that is it. I'm not going to do much to it because I want it to look very natural and subtle. I'm going to apply some mascara. This is the Essence Lash Princess. This is the Sculpted Volume, the purple one. I know there's like a few different type of mascaras by Essence. Wow, I forgot how good this mascara is. It's really, really good. Also going to be dusting a little bit of this Makeup by Mario. This is the Soft Glow Highlight in the shade Pearl, just to give me a little bit of glow. It's very, very subtle, so if you're not really into that whole like beaming highlight, this is definitely going to be your jam. Very, very subtle. Nothing crazy. So we're now, it's 7:38, it's almost 7:40. So now I'm just gonna go do my thing. I'll come back and let you know my thoughts. We'll see how long I can keep it on, but I just want to see how it looks. So far right now, I can tell you it does not look any different than it did when I first applied it. It still looks pretty natural, like natural skin finish. That's not dewy, it's not overly like dewy, glowy, but it's definitely not matte. Like, get that out of your head. It's not going to be a matte foundation, but this is it. I will be right back and I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay. Well, my lipstick completely came off. So I'm just using this like lip stain gloss by Clinique. I don't know the name of it. I'll try to look it up. But here we are. It's very late and I've been wearing this foundation now for probably about 4 hours, which is not a crazy amount of time. Right away, I'm gonna say is that this foundation hasn't really changed much as far as wear now that I've had it on for 4 hours. It actually has stayed pretty much the same. Another thing I wanted to point out is that my pores do seem to have been blurred, especially right here in this area. I don't know about you, but for me, my biggest problematic area for pores is right here, like right underneath the eyes, like the apples of the cheeks almost. And I definitely can see that this foundation did blur out that area for me completely. And sometimes that just seems to be more like an emphasized area for certain foundations, and with this one I feel like I really did get a nice blurred effect, being that I didn't use any primer or anything like that. Another thing, of course, I have to mention that this foundation is super lightweight, super like breathable. I don't feel like it's really heavy on the skin. I would consider this to being a full medium coverage, not full medium coverage as a sense of medium to full coverage. I mean, like, this is a solid medium coverage. I wouldn't say it's full coverage. Earlier I had said that I felt like you could just build it up because being that it's already starting off as a medium coverage, stating that it's a medium coverage foundation, I thought you could build it up. I definitely can see my skin underneath underneath the foundation, so I do see my imperfections still. Of course I could have built it up, but I did do 2 very light layers, and I feel like that's enough for me. If I wanted a fuller coverage foundation, I would just reach for that. I really, really like this foundation, being that it made my skin look so natural. It looks very nice and like almost like a satin finish, but not even. It's more like true skin. I would completely agree with it, stating that it's a true skin foundation, because my makeup looks like skin but better. Of course you can tell I have makeup on, but it looks very, very natural. So I really like this for more of those days that I want more coverage than just a traditional skin tint, and I want a little bit of more coverage but not going so crazy, like crazy full coverage. That's really not my like ideal foundation anymore. I like to stick with medium to light. So I definitely would say that this is going to be like probably my new glam foundation because I do like it so much. And it makes my skin look pretty good, being that I have dry skin type. So I feel like if you're oily skin type, you'll like it as well because it doesn't look like it's getting super oily within the wear time. And yeah, I thank you guys so much for being here. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like this video so I know to make more of these videos. Also, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you end this video. And that's it. Please let me know in the comments down below what you would like to see next from me. It could be something to review or tutorial. Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys on my next video very soon. Love you. Bye.